get a new screen real quick.
Right?
Jim, what have you noticed posting 3-2 every day? What have you noticed so far?
I only focused on fulls this week. Test it out. Yeah, besides the Craigslist thing that I told you about, like the Craigslist real estate by owner doesn't put you on the exact list. Nothing really to say. It's just consistency is good.
When it comes to rooms, though, you'd say you get a lot more leads and then fulls. You're getting a lot less leads now, right?
Yeah, if you only focus on fulls, you'd expect like the leads to drop, but that's because they're all looking for fulls.
So that's another important thing. If you guys are transitioning from rooms to fulls, or even if you're just doing both, understand what the numbers are, right? Understand that when you're doing fulls, yes, you're going to get a lot less leads, but any deal that you close, you're making pretty much what you're going to make closing 3 rooms in a room deal. So what do you think makes more sense? You have less showings, but you'll make more money for every deal that you close. So I do want to emphasize, I'm not saying that we should completely stop the rooms. I think rooms are very important because there's a demand for it. We're all going to make money from it. And since we stopped pretty much with 410 Gates 1B, 40 Malcolm, 237 Kingston, these were the final rooms that we were working on when it was 4 or 5 bedrooms. We're not doing that anymore. It's going to be 2 bedrooms or 3 bedrooms, which I did mention in the group chat. Now that we're doing it like this, rooms are going to be more expensive. And if they're more expensive, you're going to get higher quality clients. You're going to be able to make more money for all the room deals that you're doing. And this way your time's not wasted with clients that don't even know their credit score, right? I touched on this in the last meeting too. So that's one thing we're going to focus on now. And I did mention I'm getting that wheel thing. I did get it in the mail yesterday. When I was doing sales before I didn't get to take a sip. When I was doing sales in the last office that I worked in, when I was selling loans and stuff, they had a gong that you hit every time you close a deal, and on top of that, they also had a wheel that you spin whenever you close a deal. So I'm going to implement that too. We're going to do every time that you close a full. This is going to incentivize for you guys to start focusing more on fulls. Anytime you close a full, you'll spin the wheel and you win a prize. It might sound goofy or childish or anything like that, but trust me, when you guys get rewarded for the deals that you're doing, it's going to feel much more rewarding than just closing the deal and getting that paycheck. Because now, you don't know what prize you're going to get. I'm going to have different things on there, like you'll be able to post Street Easy ads, like 1 or 2 or 3 Street Easy ads for 2 weeks on my Street Easy. I'll be covering the cost. Also, there's going to be like $100 DoorDash for whenever you're here at the office, you can order some food. If you're working from home, order some food. Anybody that doesn't have a car or doesn't have like a scooter or something like that, I'll cover 1 month of your wheels membership, like the scooter thing. Or for people that do have wheels, I'll cover 1 month of it. Also Amazon gift cards, and then also like 100 to 150 on top of your paycheck. Little things like that that's going to make it much more enjoyable to close these deals, right? Everybody like that? Raise your hand if you like that. Right? So it sounds pretty good. So now we're going to have an environment where people will come into the office more on Fridays, especially when people are getting their checks. I know sometimes I've been Zelling people because it's a little bit easier to track when I do Zelle, but sometimes I will do checks just for accounting purposes. So on Fridays when people are coming over to get their checks and stuff, we're going to spin the wheel. Anybody that's closing fulls in front of everybody. I'll even get a video to send to the group chat and stuff so we can all see people win. And obviously anybody that isn't closing fulls, you'll see other people closing deals, you'll be like, I want to do that too.
Wait, do I get to do one? Because I did.
It's going to start this Friday, so yeah, you'll be able to do it because you closed a deal this week. Yeah. I wish I did bring it in today. We probably could have just did that today, but also I didn't have the time to set it up and stuff. I got to write all that stuff out. This Friday, I'll make that happen. All right, cool. So look, this kid. All right, so yeah. So now that we're doing the more expensive rooms, right? What you'll notice is that we're going to start working on things that do have tenants in them. For rooms too, which is kind of annoying. But trust me, you're going to reap the rewards of working on deals that are better. More in demand locations, like we'll do Williamsburg and the higher part of Bushwick, which I'm sure you guys know is in more higher demand, up by Maria Hernandez. Mm-hmm. You know about that, obviously. You've been working on a lot of deals around there. And because we're working on those areas, since they're in high demand, we can't work on it when it's vacant. By the time it's becoming vacant, it'll be gone off the market, right? So since we're working on more expensive rooms, we want to be able to close it quicker, right? So we're going to work on these deals that are a little bit more expensive in better areas. The only downside is you'll have to contact tenants for some of them. Some of them this won't be the case. But since we're having to contact the tenants, think about the fact that a lot of other agents and other brokerages are not willing to go that extra step. They're going to work on the vacant units, which are pretty much the crumbs that are left over. Whenever it comes to management companies or landlords, if you look at their vacancy sheets, you'll notice that October and September have way more deals than the rooms that are available right now. Because the rooms that are available right now, the apartments that are available right now, anybody can just grab a key or use the code and just get in. So obviously that's much more convenient. Every agent wants convenience and wants to make money in the most convenient way. But since we're taking that extra step, we're gonna have less competition. So there's gonna be a lot of less headaches when it comes to deals closing from other brokerages on something that we were working on. We're gonna have a lot less of that. And you'll see later on, I'll put up 276 for rooms, 17 Troutman, which is a really good building right by East Williamsburg. We're gonna work on stuff like that. You'll see the photos, you'll see the area, and you'll realize why these things are gonna move quicker. 25 Stanhope is also a pretty good area. Chris has been working on it, and I know he's gonna close it, so if you guys wanna tap into that too, I recommend tapping into that. And then going forward, we're just only gonna do things that are the most efficient way to do it. You know what I mean? Does that sound good?
Yes.
All right, so Street Easy. Shout out to Terrell, just got licensed. Nice round of applause. He just got his license in the mail. He just started up Street Easy last week. He's posting stuff on Street Easy. Trust me guys, Street Easy is a crazy, crazy tool that's gonna make your week a lot less to where you have to guess how much you're making. You know what I mean? If you have Street Easy, you're gonna know that you're making money every single week. Because the highest quality leads, anything that we get, even if it's like a low quality apartment, as long as it's for the right price, you're gonna get leads on Street Easy. A lot of stuff moves way quicker. Me personally, I closed 5 deals myself on Street Easy last week. So you guys have to see the importance of getting on Street Easy, getting your license and stuff like that. Especially if you want to become a team leader. And shout out to Jim too, because he finished his course, and Hussein, they finished their course, they're gonna take the test, they're gonna get their license. Cassidy's working on it too. Natalie is about to get licensed pretty much. She's been approved and everything, so shout out to her too. Yeah. So once you guys have that tool, you'll see things are gonna move way quicker. You're gonna make paychecks consistently every single week, make a lot of money. And that's something that you all have to look forward to. All of you have to get on these real estate courses and work on that because it's extremely important. And on top of that, if you're a team leader, obviously you want to be able to set the example for everybody. Like, look, I have my license, I'm on Street Easy, I'm closing fulls every single week, and this is something that your team, they're going to look at you and say, you know, I want to be like that, I want to get licensed, I want to make things happen. So I'm setting that example. Natalie, Terrell, you know, Jen, Hussein right now, you guys are setting the example for everybody else to get licensed and make this stuff happen. So I know other people are working on it and want to get licensed. Just know that if you are aiming to do that, you'll be an official, professional real estate agent. Obviously, there's other things that come into play, like the way that you dress, the way that you talk, stuff like that, but now you'll be fully licensed. You know what I mean? You can work on any building without worrying if a landlord's gonna come up and check your license. Also, sometimes I know we've experienced clients will ask for a picture of your license, stuff like that. We won't have to deal with that anymore. You'll have access to Street Easy. You can post as many leads as you want, as many ads as you want. You can post literally 50 ads. And the more ads you post, the more leads you're gonna get, the more money you're gonna make. And I know it's a little bit difficult because it's $4.50 now per ad per day, which can definitely add up. If you guys do the math, it adds up to a lot of money. I'm paying north of like $2,000 every month for these ads, but trust me, I'm making way more than that. In 2 deals, 3 deals, you can make that money back. Not even. If you're posting just 10 every day, you have at least 10 up. It takes 1 deal that you close to get that money back. So if you're posting 10, obviously you're not just gonna close 1 deal if you have 10 up at any given moment. 24/7 you have 10. If you close 5 deals in a month, you're making what you paid on Street Easy times 5. You know what I mean? Times, you know, more than that. So understand the importance of Street Easy, understand the importance of getting licensed. Everybody here should be aiming to get licensed. And that's that, right? Next thing. Flyers for rooms. If you're gonna work on rooms, on top of what I mentioned for Facebook and Craigslist, you also wanna be making flyers. Now I know Edwin's been doing it for a hot minute. If he opens up his Facebook Messenger right now, you'll see he has tons of leads. What could you tell him about the flyers? How do you feel about it?
Back then it used to work more for
Hot as fuck,
like cheaper rooms, but I feel feel like you get the same effect for the more expensive rooms as long as you do the flyer right. And what I mean by doing the flyer right, I don't know much about graphic design, but the little I do know is that you don't want to put like a fuck ton of information in that flyer either, you know, because you don't want to saturate it because then people just scroll past
You
it.
need to make it aesthetic.
Exactly. So you want to have like the here. I'll show you one that I made. You guys can pass it around. I made actually today. I made today, and look at that. I unlocked my phone and there's one lead on it already from that flyer. Just I posted it wrong and like what you said with the clicking it on. I did it on my computer. Since I did it on Photoshop, like it was easy for me to transfer it over to Facebook. But I'm gonna redo it. But here I'll show you guys.
And you said you've been doing like 900 plus now, because you used to do like rooms 650 to like.
Yeah. So
900.
now before when I first came in here, that we had room for like $650, $600 sometimes. But we don't have those anymore, and it's kind of good that we don't have those because we deal with a lot more BS. Like Joseph said, you deal with people that are like don't even know what their credit, don't even know what credit is, to be honest, you know. So now you get those people out of the way. You get like the real, like more not successful people, but like the more people, qualified people don't know what they're doing. They already know what's the requirements once they, you know, they're not gonna act dumb whenever you're like, oh, what's your credit? How much, you know. But yeah, so again, what I feel like it gets a lot of hits is being like sometimes less is more, you know. Put it like in big red letters for rent, you know. No broker fee, you know, important stuff, you know. No broker fee, apartment starting at, you know, $900, and then put a couple of pictures of the apartments, and then it's gonna add, you know, it's like a posting from a normal apartment. You can post several pictures. So the first picture has to be the flyer. Look, another one, you guys. Another lead as we're talking.
How many bedrooms do you put when you put it up?
Oh, right now I did it for right now. So right now the flyer I did was for specifically for Stanhope, the one I'm on. Oh no, not Stanhope. Oh shit. It was
So 3 bedroom?
I forgot what the hell the part was. Oh yeah, it was for Stanhope.
Alright, so open up the flyer and show everybody.
Here.
You guys can download an app called Fonto, which is super simple to use.
Canva works too.
Canva works really good too. Yeah, there you go.
You can't go there,
Exactly.
but
Sorry.
here, actually, I'll bring my computer out. I'll show you what I like the flyer.
You just post this on Facebook?
Yeah?
Yes, so I posted on Facebook, and back then, like the only way I would close rooms back, well, when I started, was with the flyers. I didn't post like, you know, whatever, but it's really good to post the actual apartment itself, like, but it's also like, it's like an extra, like way more leads with the flyers.
Also for the ASAP moving rooms, you don't have to worry about filling up all the other rooms. You just literally plop somebody in there, the landlord gets back to you, and we're able to fill it up. I know Eugenia, who's not here right now, she closed like 3 deals in her first week, literally by working on the ASAP moving rooms. Obviously, she was trying to fill like 40 Malcolm, which got rented, and other stuff that got rented. But she was able to redirect her clients to the ASAP moving rooms. Is that the same? Is that the same one that you just showed them?
Yeah.
All right, pass it this way then. Pass it this way then. Yeah, 'cause they saw it already.
I mean, and then again, I use Photoshop just because I have it for my other business, but you don't have to use Photoshop. You can use like, what did you say?
Canva,
Yeah.
yeah. Fonso.
So as you can see, the like a nice little and what actually I just thought about doing is like I'm gonna do like 3 or 4. I'm gonna try to get them done 3 or 4, and I'm gonna just shoot them out to the group chat. But I'm gonna like put no contact number. So then you guys can edit those, you know, to your own.
Like a blank canvas.
Yeah, I'll do like a blank one. It'll be simple, but it'll be something you guys can at least one post, you know. Try and then try to, if you see somebody else posted it, that's why I'm gonna try to do like 5. So you guys can like grab, you know, not the same one, so you guys don't go the same, you know.
Yeah, so another thing too, everybody should be on TikTok, honestly. Especially, you know, Instagram, they just dropped Reels not too long ago. So you're able to get organic feedback from there, like leads and stuff you can even get from Instagram Reels. And then you'll get a lot of leads too from TikTok. But it's not even just about the leads, it's about your brand. You guys as real estate agents, you all are technically kind of like business owners. You're getting a 1099, it's your own business. You can open up an LLC, open up a business bank account. You know, you can even hire assistants if you wanted to and pay them if you really wanted to do that. It's pretty much your own business. You know what I mean? You're getting paid a set amount exactly what you're working for. You know what I mean? It's not hourly, it's not salary. So you guys have to understand it's important that you guys build out your brand using TikTok, Instagram Reels, just regular Instagram posting photos and stuff like that. YouTube, if you guys have the time, if you guys want to try it out, it's not as hard as people think. You can literally just use your phone. TikTok too, you guys really have to understand it's organic reach the easiest way possible. It's not like Instagram, it's not like Twitter, it's not like, you're literally getting organic reach. TikTok is putting your videos in front of a ton of random strangers based on the stuff that they like. If you're doing apartment videos, it's gonna put your videos in front of people that like watching apartment videos, right? So the more that you're doing it, especially if you're doing like pretty good quality, which you can get from your iPhone, if you're going around getting videos consistently, it doesn't even have to be like, yo, look at this great apartment. It could be things like, look how tiny this closet is. What do you guys think about this? Look how low these ceilings are. Look how dirty this basement is. This is how landlords are in New York. Look at this tiny little window. This isn't even, look at this room that has no window. Stuff like that. You can do things like that because things like that get a lot. Huh?
Then follow up with like an actual, like in the next video with a good apartment.
Yeah. You can do good and the bad and show, you know, what Brooklyn is like. We have stuff in Manhattan. If you guys want to tap into Manhattan and get a couple videos there, you know, I can give you access to a couple too. It really just depends on what you want. But building your brand is extremely important. Do it any way you can possibly think. The most important thing is that you're consistent. TikTok, I was able to build an account to over 900,000 followers. I did sell that account, and then I made a real estate account. Right now I have almost 30,000 followers, and I was able to reach out to a lot of you guys that are here using TikTok. A lot of you guys are here because of TikTok. So think about when you're building a team too, you're able to reach out to people using TikTok. So it's not only just getting leads for, you know, renting apartments, or if we eventually start selling apartments, it's also about getting leads for who wants to work with you. And the best types of people you can bring on your team are people that didn't even think they wanted to do real estate. You put the thought in their head. You put a video in front of them like, hey, let's do real estate. This is super simple. It's free. You don't have to pay any desk fees. You know, I'm doing it right now, making a good amount of money. Nothing is required of you. You know, come try it out. Simple stuff like that make people realize like, oh wow, I could do real estate right now. What's holding me back? I never thought of it before because I thought it was hard. I thought I need a license right now, all this stuff. But you're able to tap into young people, like people from the ages of 18 to, you know, 30 on TikTok, and bring in young people that are hungry. You know, building a team is going to be a way for you guys to make not only money from closing your own deals, but also tap into making like pretty much residual income, having people work with you, you know what I mean? And that's something super important if you're looking to build into the future. Hussein, you have anything to say?
No.
Anything in particular you want to tap on? No? Cassidy? So, last thing I want to say is instead of 3-2 now, I am going to do 3-1 for the posting requirement. The main thing that I wanted to start off doing is get you guys used to using other platforms, like Craigslist, like Spare Room, like any other platforms, and just get used to posting on those. The requirement's now going to be 3-1. Obviously, I encourage you to post more, but the main thing right now is that you're consistent. I'm going to see exactly what you guys are doing. If you decide to post more, I'm going to commend you. Maybe even sometimes I'll let you spin the wheel, stuff like that, win prizes, whatever. I'm going to acknowledge that you guys are putting a lot of work in. Chris right here, he had 12 showings last week, probably more than that because I only looked on Saturday. Maybe he had a couple more on Sunday. So shout out to Chris, man, seriously. Because 12 showings is a lot. You know what I mean? He's really putting the work in. He's only, what, 17 years old?
I turned 18.
Hey, you turned 18?
Yeah.
My man. So he's 18 now. He's
He
closing
came in
deals
at
left and right.
17.
Came in at 17. And it really shows the power of real estate. It shows the power of social media and the power of being consistent. You know what I mean? Obviously, you know, if you can do 6 postings a day, if you can do 10 postings a day, you're gonna reap the rewards. Right now the requirement is 3, so if you guys just consistently do that every day, I'm gonna be checking the sheet, I'm gonna be checking the group chat and stuff like that. I don't want you guys to fall off. I'm not trying to punish anybody that's not doing it. The main thing is that I want to lift you guys up. I want you guys to all be winners. And people who do sales or anything that's commission based, it requires consistency and discipline and stuff like that. And I want you guys to be able to build those habits that are gonna make you a lot of money. Because it wasn't easy for me at first either. You know, I didn't always have a car. I was riding my bike. I was putting socks on my hands because it was really cold out. I was going to showings where people weren't showing up, and I had, you know, 2 showings here, 2 showings there. Every week was, some weeks I didn't get any money. There was a lot of weeks I didn't get any money, but it's because I wasn't consistent. And on top of that, I was going to school. I was also a waiter. All this stuff. I wasn't able to be consistent, but it's not because I wasn't able to be consistent. It's because I was choosing not to be consistent. I was choosing the easy route, which was to post once, twice a week and close some deals here and there. But if you guys just build up the habit of posting at least 3 times a day, sometimes maybe even on 2 platforms, because all you have to do is open up 2 platforms on 2 different tabs and copy and paste from one to the other. It's not hard. And if you build up that habit of doing that consistently, and you're held accountable, it's gonna help you guys expand and help you guys, maybe this is not the end all be all. Maybe you'll go to other companies. But this right here is gonna help you become a better person that makes more money no matter where you go. Whether it's here or it's freaking investing and this and that, whatever it is, building the habit of doing things consistently on a daily basis is gonna help you guys be successful no matter where you go. And that's that. Anybody have questions about anything? Yes.
So in my postings, I've been putting like a qualifications thing where it says like 650 plus credit.
Right.
And it's just a tip. I don't know if anybody wants to put it. It helps weed out who.
Because people will see it,
should.
right?
Yeah, people will see it, and I mean I've been getting better qualified leads that way.
That's smart. Also, sometimes people will think it's a sublease. If they think it's a sublease, then they think that they can just get by and maybe you'll be able to help them out. Some people don't understand how real estate works. They think if they have low credit and maybe their income doesn't meet the requirement, maybe they can meet up with you and make friends with you and you'll be able to help them out. But really, at the end of the day, I know you guys have all experienced that, right? People that are like, yo, please help me out. And they tell you their whole life story in a huge paragraph. And they're probably sending it to like 10 agents at once. Understand, it's always up to the landlord. And another thing that me and Hussein were talking about yesterday, the 80-20 rule, right? You can do 100% of the work where 80% of that work is dealing with clients that you might have to, see if they qualify and try to push them through and work on these $600 rooms. But really, most of the money comes from the 20%, the fulls that you're posting. The 3 showings that you're doing for fulls instead of the 10 other showings that you're doing for rooms. Really, a lot of the money in most types of businesses, most of the money comes from the 20% that you're doing. So if you could focus just on those 20% of people, maybe those 20% of apartments, just focus on the stuff that's going to bring you the big numbers. Now that you're focusing on these things that bring you the big numbers, now you'll be able to do that 20% 10 times more, 20 times more, 30 times more. You'll get better at doing that 20% that's bringing you the most amount of money. You get what I'm saying? So really focus on the stuff that's going to bring you the most money. You don't want to be running around in circles. Obviously, like I said, rooms are important. There's a demand for them. But don't try to bend over backwards for clients that don't qualify. And don't try to bend over backwards for these $600 rooms that are going to bring you $150. You know what I mean? Focus on the ones that are going to bring you more money. Focus on the fulls. But weed out the people that are like, I don't know when I'm moving yet. It might be October. It might be September. I don't know. I don't know exactly what my credit is. I haven't looked. I can't download the app. I don't know how to download the app. Stuff like that. If people don't know what they're trying to do, they don't know exactly what they want, don't waste your time on them. Just say, look, get back to me when you know when you want, what you want. Get back to me when you know when you're going to move, when you know what your credit is, when you know all that stuff. Then get back to me. Don't waste any time trying to sit around waiting for people who don't even know what they want. Focus on the 20% of people that are going to make you the most amount of money. And that's that, all right?
And the right people are out there. Let me tell you that much. What I mean by direct people are like people that are like, oh, I like it, let's do it.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
You will be surprised. Like I know you're afraid to like, all these people are gonna be bitchy because they don't like this and this. There's direct people out there. Trust me. In an apartment in I forgot what it was. Well, in a block where we had the apartments like on one side of the street and the other side of the street. I forgot which that was. They closed like 3 apartments in like 2 weeks because they were just direct, like full. They were just direct. The ones that were $2,000. I forgot what they called.
When it closed the full,
Clinton
there's
Hill.
no FaceTime.
Clinton Hill, remember?
Oh, yeah, 49 Washington.
Yeah, 1 week I
515
went, the
Washington.
person was wrecked. I like it, let's do it. The next week, he sent me another lead. I like it, let's do it. It's done. So direct people are out there, and it's that 20% of the time that you're going to get those people, but it's the ones that are going to count.
And those are the people you got to focus on.
Yep.
And that's that. So everybody, eat pizza. If you haven't eaten pizza, have you eaten yet? You want to eat some pizza? Okay, cool. So that's that, guys. I mean, get your work done. I'm gonna head out and head to a meeting, but yeah.
Beautiful.
Round of applause.
Okay, 1487 Broadway.
I'm checking with Lauren.
Oh.
Is she hunting you?
Yes. That's what we used to do. Just ask me next time. She talked about me.
What?
She just keeps texting me and I'm like,
Yeah, it's a headache, yeah. But it's everybody, it's not
she's
just
just
you.
like, can you give me your number? I'll talk to them. And I'm like, that's not how it works.
I hate when people do that.
Like, you
But
tell
I-
them your life story and kind of
on there.
I will be honest with you,
Just
I
for
know their
funsies.
landlord
They're
was
good
a
though,
little bit
they're good.
strict.
You
Yeah.
give me
So,
some
you
good
know,
laughs.
there is a chance,
That's what it's about.
there is a chance that maybe because she had really low credit and a
Yeah.
bunch of collections,
You
and might not
trade
accept
off
the
and
refund.
you trade off.
You're gonna have to be careful.